These are two books I picked up at the library that I enjoyed reading, Gold Rush Towns in Nevada County and Nevada City, for my next video project, which I'll go right into. This is Hayden Lee Poor, and today's video is on both Grass Valley and Nevada City, which are in Nevada County, California. 20 minutes and 12 miles north of Interstate 80 in Colfax. Grass Valley and Nevada City both got their start from gold mining during the 1850s California gold rush, especially when hydraulic mining and deep shaft mining grew in popularity after advancements in technology from the pan, pick, and shovel. And after the riverbeds were cleaned of their gold deposits, where people discovered the real source of gold was up in the hills in Nevada City. That the rivers used to flow differently than they do today, and that there were still gold deposits buried deep within. As a result, Nevada City became the third largest city in the state during these days. Only San Francisco and Sacramento were more populous. Unfortunately, there isn't a really good count on this data because the census files weren't stored properly. And many of the men in the area moved around so much to the nearby creeks that they didn't stay for the census. But the area was a magnet for Cornish immigrants who immigrated from Cornwall, England to head to the gold. A great majority of Grass Valley's population was of Cornish descent, even up to 85% in 1890, many of which worked at the Empire Mine. And a remnant of that Cornish culture can be seen at Marshall's Pasties restaurant, which serves Cornish pastries. Flaky pastry pockets filled with beef and vegetables. Sounds delicious. Grass Valley originally started as an area for cattle ranchers to graze their cows. It is home to the Empire Mine and the North State Mine, which were two of California's richest gold mines, producing the most gold in the county from 1900 to 1925. It was home to the first stamp mill in the state of California, at the former town of Boston Ravine, which opened in 1852. Hydraulic mining was the name of the game for the area, as evidenced by the site of Malakoff Diggings a few miles north of town in the historic town of North Bloomfield. Unfortunately, the formation of this place proved the damage hydraulic mining could cause to valleys downstream, with tons of rock, sand, mud, and debris washing down into the valley, and water contamination causing the death of fish downstream. As a result, in 1884, Judge Lorenzo Sawyer, a federal judge from San Francisco, ruled in the decision that would end large-scale tail mining in California. But with the construction of dams to hold the debris, such as Englebright Dam on the Yuba River, mining still continued. But gold mining is not all that Grass Valley and Nevada City are known for. If you watch my top 5 Christmas towns video, Nevada City and Grass Valley were the number 1 and 2 Christmas towns from my experience in Northern California. Nevada City was where the 2006 Hallmark movie Christmas Card took place, which the Methodist Church and the National Hotel in Nevada City and the South Yuba River had a piece in. Surprisingly, Nevada City only receives 14 inches of snowfall a year, and Grass Valley only receives 8.6 inches of snow. The towns are only at an elevation of 2,400 feet. But these towns have a history of having massive snowstorms, especially in Nevada City. In 1889 and 1890, the town received 10 to 15 feet of snow. I've heard the town doesn't receive as much snow as it used to, even though it still receives 62 inches of rain on average, and the mountains still receive a ton of snow. And the town broke its daily record of snowfall on February 28th last year, with 24 inches falling on the ground. Nevada City also is home to the oldest theater in the West, the Nevada Theater, which hosted many famous stars, such as their own natives famous opera star Emma Nevada lived from 1859 to 1940, and entertainer Loda Crabtree, 1847 to 1924. Though she was born in New York City, she moved to Grass Valley when she was 4 years old. Mark Twain made an appearance at the theater twice. My favorite things about Nevada City and Grass Valley are that they both have charming historical main streets that are vibrant with mom and pop stores and restaurants that I like to spend time at. From what I researched, downtown Grass Valley has 59 stores and 26 restaurants, and downtown Nevada City is 44 stores and 28 restaurants, which are both good size since they are both small towns and less than 10 miles apart. Roseville, which is a major economic center for the Sacramento region, 30 miles down the road, only has 23 stores and 20 restaurants in the historic old town. And even though the 10-mile area has 66,576 people according to research I've done on cities, they are both off the beaten path since no interstate goes through the towns. But as a result of its successful gold mines, the towns did have a railroad that connected them to the main railroad in Colfax from 1876 to 1942, called the Nevada City Narrow Gauge Railroad, which the town is honored through having a museum dedicated to this railroad. The town has enough people to support amenities and close enough to big cities. It feels far away enough and tucked away enough with tall pine trees that it feels like a getaway from modern day life. In fact, this area has so far resisted many of the big box store chains and chain restaurants in most similar sized cities. No Walmart, no Home Depot, and no In-N-Out Burger. But chain stores aren't totally absent from the area. In fact, the area has been known to have some of the last towns in the northern part of the state to have certain chains that have been obliterated from statewide or nationwide life. It was the last town in the state to have Kmart, which is now a Target store. It still has one of two Ben Franklin stores operating in California, the other one being in Ojai in Southern California. And Grass Valley still has a downtown movie theater. And it has a strong arts and culture presence, which, not necessarily a declining business, is still unique for the size of towns. And interestingly, the Empire Mine and the Idaho-Maryland mines in Grass Valley were the last two major mining operations in California when they shut down in 1956. It operated for 105 years, which held the record for being the oldest continuously worked gold mine in the United States, and was the largest hard rock mine in the state of California. Its history is preserved with it becoming a state park in 1975, where you can relive the glory days of the gold rush. And, on the other hand, Nevada County has had some firsts. It was the first place to install a long-distance telephone line in 1878, which went 60 miles from its starting point in French Corral, going up the Sierra Nevada mountains. And Nevada County had an airplane creator, Lyman Gilmore, who claimed to have flown his airplanes in Nevada County before Wilbur and Orville Wright did. Grass Valley and Nevada City have a very interesting history in my opinion, and I hope you found what you learned today interesting. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel if you want more content about the history of towns. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. Only San Francisco and Sacramento were more and water contamination causing the